Welcome to The Divide with Mike and Corey, two diehard baseball fans who don't agree on anything. Which side will you choose? This is The Divide.
With Mike and Corey.
Hopefully our disagreements one day bring us all together.
So stupid. So corny and so stupid. I hope our disagreements bring us together.
Yeah, I do.
Shut up, Porter! Hey, that's easy. I'm just trying to have a little friendly conversation.
This is The Divide.
And here we are, Divide Live on Fox Sports The Gambler, 102.5 Philly, 104.1 Trenton. What are you laughing at?
That was our old theme song, and I was so worried that it still had the curses in it.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I thought we fixed that
but it
like as
didn't.
soon
It
as we
didn't.
came over to Fox.
No, I have the button still here.
Oh.
So I hit the wrong button.
You have
Remember
them
how I was
both.
like, oh, they're on the same column now. Yeah. So it's normally this.
Welcome to the Divide.
Right. Well, I know you went back to the old one, but I thought as soon as we made the switch basically to
I
radio,
deleted the other
you
one.
deleted the other
Yeah,
one.
probably. I guess.
Maybe.
Radio edited.
Radio edited.
By the way, since I already cut you off, did you see some shady Eminem YouTube thing where they're
No.
like, yeah, it's kind of like they're sitting like this, but it's like the old Slim Shady and Eminem now.
Oh, God.
And he's like, why? If you're the new me, why are you so old? And like,
So I will say that Eminem's pretty funny.
uh-huh.
As far as like an actor / satire type individual, he's
Yeah.
I think with remember the one concert we went to, he had like an opening thing with him and Rihanna was pretty funny too.
Yeah.
I would watch it. I'm so out of touch with like everything,
Really?
like when it comes to newer music. Like I haven't listened to his new album or anything. Like
Yeah. Houdini's awesome. You've heard that,
like
right?
the song Houdini.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's corny, but the rest of his stuff like that gets like a lot of listens. Like we're always that kind of tune. I know he brought back a few things.
I think he brings balance to the cancel culture.
Mhm.
Like, and I mean that in a nice way because like, he was the original guy that they tried to cancel, and Elton John
Yeah.
came out in the Grammys was like, hey, he's an all right dude.
Well, dude, some of the
And,
kids have no idea how bad his lyrics really were.
Yeah, well,
We laughed at him,
well, he says
but-
that like they discover Slim Shady on Monday, I get canceled on Tuesday.
Mhm.
Like, and you're a character, you're Cartman. Like, and he's trying to explain like, no, the reason why I created this identity was because it was supposed to be art. It was
Mhm.
supposed to be a character.
Right.
So like, and D12 talks about that too. How it's
Yeah.
split personalities
Exactly.
with all them. And
I used to
so yeah,
love those albums.
you if you take his lyrics for the Bible, then yeah, you have a problem. But
I think it's weird that anybody that like listens to any musician and takes it like, come on,
No.
everybody embellishes. Even
Yeah,
Bruce Springsteen.
create your own
like,
stuff.
Give me a break. They might have been like influenced or something, but like,
Yeah.
come on, don't take everybody's word for it. Bon Jovi really wasn't living on a prayer.
yeah.
He was living on millions of dollars. All you idiots that bought his album.
Yeah, I just like hopefully it happens a long time from now, but like when he's like about to die, like are people gonna make that living on the prayer joke?
Oh God, of course they are. Of course they are. God
Bon
damn.
Jovi's in critical condition. Oh my God, he's living on a prayer.
You know what's gonna happen. It's like when Ed Sheeran got into that
I was
accident.
just thinking that. Like that was the best group text ever. Like we were on a group text and I think I wrote like, damn, Ed Sheeran just broke his legs on a bike. Like he flipped over.
No,
the
you
bike.
just said he like a car hit him while he was riding a bike. I think is
Yeah.
all you said.
Yeah, and you're like,
then, of course.
damn, I hope his legs work like they used to before.
It's just too easy.
It was, but
Ah.
and it shows how much you actually listen to Ed. Shout outs to
it says
Teddy.
on every single radio show.
Felt like such a, and this is not a endorsement, it should be, but he's got his own like spicy sauce or whatever, Teddy Tingles, and I.
Can you say that again, but slower? You say Teddy Tingles.
Yeah, it's like got
Right?
a tingle to it. Yeah,
Jeez.
it's like Teddy sauce. It's
Oh my
yeah.
God.
It's got like a mascot. He's a giant angry teddy bear. But anyway, my wife for Christmas like spent like $50 to get it like imported to the U.S.
You can't.
Peyton bought it yesterday. She's like, Daddy, it was $4. We got it for your birthday.
I'm all for like when famous people want to do like passion projects.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's weird.
He had a deal with Heinz, and I think he was like, "Yo, dude, like, let me get in the lab."
Oh.
So Heinz
Is it a
reached
Heinz
out to him.
product?
It is,
Oh.
yeah. And that's a struggle. I was like, dude, I could send this to the moon like we're trying
Yeah.
with Iconic Candy and all these other people. And his team was like, oh, it's actually a Heinz deal. And I was like, damn you, Heinz.
Corporate
And your
goes corporate,
delicious
man.
ketchup. Heinz ketchup is still the best ketchup.
I don't know. That was a good thumbs up. I don't know like if I've ever had the chance to buy another type of ketchup. I feel like
Oh, but when you have it, like, it's not good. Like, and I know
you can definitely
this-
tell the difference. Like
Yeah.
when you go to a restaurant, they're like, "We make our own sauces that
Yeah,
includes ketchup." You're like,
or
you don't want it.
or they take the Heinz bottle. Like apparently, like if you buy the glass bottle, you can refill it for X amount of times. But if you notice, like if they have like a Heinz ketchup bottle that seems like it's a little bit worn for wear, it's because they're not using Heinz anymore, but they're still refilling the bottles, and they refill it like a soda, like you would refill a glass.
Where do you get this
Dude,
information, man?
Jersey Diners, baby.
Really?
Yeah. Also, like I'm a ketchup guy. Hunt's is trash. Six Flags, when we worked there, they like mid changed their ketchup to the point where I just started using honey mustard because it was still Heinz honey mustard.
Good.
Um,
It's a good switch.
yeah, and there's been times where I've brought my own ketchup to places because I know the ketchup's trash. So like,
No.
yeah, like that tomato one, like that basic one. That's
I've
absolute
heard of
trash.
people bringing their own hot sauce. Because I can understand being really particular about your hot sauce. But
Okay.
be that particular about some ketchup? I mean, I agree with you. If you have a choice,
Mhm.
you got to go Heinz. But
Yo, I've been trying as a grown up too, like to put hot sauce on my eggs. Like it's just never gonna happen.
I don't know
I don't
if
like
that's
it.
such a grown-up thing. That's just like a personal preference.
Yeah, it's not good. I
don't
tried
like,
it.
You don't like it?
No, and I tried because like everybody who seems to do it seems to be like, I don't know, like 30, 40 pounds less than me. So I'm like, hey, like maybe that's,
So hot sauce does speed up your
It's a diuretic.
metabolism a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll get you working. It'll burn
Mhm.
some calories. What kind of hot sauce are you using?
I like Frank's, so I put that
Okay.
ish on
All
everything.
right. Yeah.
A lot of people like that. The one that looks like it has like a wooden bottle on
Oh,
it.
the was it Chalupa?
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 Yeah, something like that. Cholula.
Cholula?
Yeah, I don't like that too much. My favorite kind of buffalo is like a little bit mixed with ranch, but I know that's bad for you.
Well, that's. I
So-
think actual buffalo sauce isn't that like hot sauce? Isn't that like hot sauce mixed with
Like blue cheese
blue
or
cheese and
ranch.
ranch? Isn't that
Yeah,
like an actual buffalo
probably.
sauce? Maybe I don't know. What are we even
Oh, who
doing?
cares?
We
I
just
don't
got
know.
off on a tangent here. This is
Yo.
ridiculous.
who cares?
Let's get into baseball world real quick for those of you that have been listening for 10 minutes wondering what the heck we're doing. Man, what a week.
What a week.
What a
for
week.
you. It was a
Last
great
week. I was like, the Yankees couldn't get worse. We're back, baby.
We are
Sweeping the
back.
best team in baseball. Philly. It
Like
was-
a Yaz flute.
I will say. So Monday's game, I don't know what happened, man. The Yankees just turned it on 14-4. It was great. Tuesday and Wednesday were roller coasters. Tuesday, we came from behind, took the lead, gave up the lead, took the lead again, tied it up, extra innings. And you were even saying, like, you really hated that ghost man on second situation.
Oh, it was so much fun
until
for that
it
game.
was.
That was the first time I was like, let's go.
Mhm.
Because, like, even though you gave up the run, you're like, oh, I'm still in it.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a seesaw battle. I enjoyed it because, like, I really didn't care. Actually, I was rooting Yankees selfishly
Well, because
it brings it closer.
and you're closing that gap.
Right.
And Wednesday day game, Yankees had to lead and tried to blow it, but they were unsuccessful in blowing it, thank God. But I don't understand why, for the love of God, this all-star Clay Holmes, like, why is Boone still? And I know we talked about it yesterday,
He's looking
but
like
it's
Larry
like
Holmes.
you keep trusting this guy. These games actually matter. Like, you don't have the division. You're not a shoo-in. This isn't like it was 10 years ago where you were 13 games ahead and you
Nah.
can play around a little bit. You had Leiter that you just picked up
Right.
that was dealing the inning before, and here you go, extra innings, base hit. Clay Holmes comes in. I think he has yet to have a say. This is so terrible because that's probably not true at all.
No,
but
yeah.
every time I watch, I feel like anytime he comes in the
Yeah.
close, he at least
Oh,
gives
you're
up
us-
a base hit.
You're jaded because your entire childhood you had Mariano Rivera. So like you don't understand like actually how hard that role is.
I do get it,
and
but at
how
the
much
same, I just feel like he blows more than he actually saves.
and my dad felt that about John Franco, and John Franco is a GOAT and should be in the Hall of Fame. And dude, he's the best lefty.
No, I'm not groaning at what
All right,
you're
you
talking
are
about.
groaning.
I'm
You are
groaning at
groaning.
me thinking Clay Holmes could ever
Steve
be in the
Wallman,
Hall
what's
of Fame.
up, buddy?
Could ever be in the Hall of Fame. He sucks. He's so bad.
Yeah, I get it.
Anyway, good 3 games. Get the brooms out. A little bit
Yeah.
of a sweep. And
No.
then, like you said, close the gap for your Mets.
Yeah, because like every year we have to face you guys because it's a cash cow, right?
Correct.
So like the years that the Phillies get to face you, like they get to experience what we get to do every year with you, whether it's 4 games or 6 games. This year was 6, and we won all 6, the Mets. And I say we now because I don't know if you noticed, first time all year I'm wearing a Mets jersey. But, you know, hopefully, so if they turn it down, it's on me. But look, honestly, this is the best scenario ever with such a you know, with a whole season going on because the Mets swept the Yankees all 6 games.
4.
All 4. Sorry, it was a 4-game year. Yeah, you played them 3. So we're plus a ton of games. My bad. But yeah, but there's years where we play you 6.
Correct.
And they don't even play you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's terrible because you know and I know that it's come down to the last game of the season a ton of times in my history as a Met
interleague
fan.
play just for
Yeah.
basically it's a cash grab, but it's proximity. I mean,
It is.
you're easily two of these, and I understand that there's a lot of major league stadiums that are dependent on your mass transportation, but these are 2 of the top stadiums in major league that are just dependent on these trains going in and out, and it's easy to hop a train from Queens to the Bronx and vice versa, and they fill the stadium.
But Yankee fans love to talk about the World Series drought. Like we haven't won one since 2019, and like before that it was till blah 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 this year or whatever it was 2009. Sorry, 2009. But you're always in the playoffs. You always are a contender. You legit missed the playoffs like 1 year in the last like 25 to 30 years. Maybe one. Just one.
Wasn't more than one.
And it cost no, dude. You guys fire managers that don't get past the ALCS.
Well, not true. Boone's still there.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you guys got rid of Girardi and his clipboard. Which, by the way, like, I'm sorry, and I get it, but poor Joe having to sit there on Amazon and then again on the Yes Network. You know, doing these games. Where
Poor me.
2 teams.
I had to
that is
listen
on. Yeah,
to
I was
Michael
hoping-
K. and Joe.
I honestly, I switched over the Met game before the game was over. The Mets were up like 15-1 at the time.
Yeah.
To see if it was Todd Frazier,
Yeah,
like
I was
in
hoping.
the booth. That would have been great.
I understand why they did it. You used to manage both clubhouses. I mean, he did have some good insight as far as, you know.
Did you see our boy Craig Carton?
No.
He's doing WFAN with Susan Wallman. Like
Oh,
he's
I saw
calling
he
a
got the
series.
job. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
calling a few of them. They've been alternating guests with her all year, and Craig Carton's gonna do it. Oh my God, it's Craig Carton.
He didn't get on yet, though, right?
Not yet. I
No,
hope
no,
not.
no.
I'm sure we'll hear all about
Right.
it.
Yeah, I saw that he signed and he got the job. And
I think it's this month.
God, what a combination. If you would have asked me 3 years ago,
Oh, never
4
would have
years ago,
happened. I thought
if
for
Susan
sure.
Wallman and Craig Carton would be like,
Yeah.
can we just
Also,
I don't
like,
wanna say
come
anything
back
bad
to
about Susan.
radio, dude. I don't care. Like, it's so hard without him. Like, it really is. And I'm trying to give everybody else in that New York sports world a shot. No pun intended. Shout outs to Give Us a Shot Network.
Yep.
But Craigie is the man. Dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah. People can hate
Absolutely.
him. He's the man. Sorry, Philly.
Just forget it. Forget it. We got Michael K on the radio trying to
Yeah.
get a viewership, and he can't even do that.
Oh my God.
All right, Phillies, you should have nothing to worry about. You were tied with wins with the Yankees and the Orioles as of right now. Phillies, you guys go to the West Coast starting tonight. Yankees have the last place Blue Jays in the AL East. Who do the Mets have?
No, we're playing the Angels, so the Mets are playing the Angels. And at first, I read it like, "Oh, the Mets are headed to L.A."
you're
I
on
was
the
like,
West Coast too.
"No, God, no!" And they're like, "Relax, it's the Angels." I was like, "All right, I'll take that. I'll take that." Like, I'm not too mad about it.
You know what's wild, man? Like the Dodgers are doing well,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't strike me as this
Quiet.
powerhouse.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
quiet. It's quiet when they show up. It's quiet. No, yeah, and it's kind of scary. They made some moves, during the trade deadline. That definitely helps their team. But yeah, you're right. It's like kind of.
You know what it is? Because they can never. It's never a few in a row. It's like
And you'll never-
win one, lose one. Win one, lose one.
Dude, it's kind of like, of course they won. Like, you know what I mean? So you're
Yeah.
not like, it's like, hey, in today's news, like,
I know, they're
water
just-
is wet.
Oh my God. Real quick. So I don't know if you know this, but the 611 podcast
Mm.
just debuted last week. This is the Rollins and Howard podcast.
Oh, I did see this.
They just rolled it out.
Rollins. You called him Rollins.
Did I say Rollins? Sorry, Rollins.
Yo, also, like when
Keep
we were
Rollins.
when we were talking earlier in the week, you called lighter litter or something.
Leader. I called him leader
I
instead of
didn't
lighter.
correct you, but I was gonna say lighter's name before you had a shot to say it to try to let you know it was Al Lighter's nephew.
Dude, I'm just telling you, like
Mark Leiter's son.
I either see these names or I just think them, and
Yeah.
for some reason I just blurt out. I'm
yeah.
becoming my father is what I'm becoming.
Dude, when I was doing Powers Parlays with Jansen, like half the conversation we would have during commercial breaks is like, he's great at pronouncing names. I'm terrible at it. So I'd be like, yo, how do you pronounce his name? And then also, like, even with Jazz Chisholm, it's so a lot of people would call me, when they found out my middle name was Charles, it would call me Chaz. So, like, my brain, the dyslexia of my brain keeps wanting to call him Chaz Jism. And that's terrible. That's horrible.
That's fantastic. I want to call him that just as a joke. Can you imagine?
No.
You have to make it. If your name growing up
Yeah.
is Chaz Jism,
Yeah.
you have to make it to the major leagues. There's no choice. You
Yeah.
have to become a professional athlete.
The other thing is too, like, my neighbor today was like, my daughter wants to know if this is Peyton's uncle, and sent a picture of Austin Powers. I was like, do you know how much that ruined my name? And then Kenny Powers came back and resurrected and put respect back on my name.
What a stupid joke. First of all,
Everybody makes that joke.
But
like,
yeah,
how's your brother
bro,
Austin?
20 years ago,
They
like
still do it,
now they
dude.
still do.
Yeah, like it
Oh
happens a
my
lot.
God.
And it's such a sexy name. And ladies, if you want it, I don't know. I have a nephew or something. He's getting married next week. Sorry, I don't know.
No, he's not married yet.
Not yet. He ain't
Oh
dead yet.
my
Shout outs to
God.
JT.
All right, listen, real quick. 611 podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Rollins and Howard, they sat down with CC Sabathia, and he talks about the cheesesteaks in the visiting clubhouse. Did you hear this?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
So, for those who don't know, CC didn't always pitch for the Yankees. He used to pitch for the Brewers. In that particular year, in 2008, when Philly won it all, they played them. I think it was an NL championship series.
Had to be, yeah.
And the Phillies were good. Let's give them credit. But CC blames, as well as them being good, he blames the cheesesteaks because he said him, Prince Fielder, Corey Hart were all super, super excited to get to Philly. They had these cheesesteaks. He said the three of them ate 28 cheesesteaks in 3 days.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even do the math here. I could probably do it in my head if I actually was smart. But
When I was working for New York.
that's
Yeah.
That's 3 cheesesteaks a day per person.
Easily.
Per person.
Yeah.
And they were stupid good. They said, like, Rollins straight up said it's the best in Philly, the best cheesesteak in Philly, and that they can't get them in the home side of the clubhouse because they just sit in your stomach. So whoever's managing doesn't basically want their team eating it, to the point where the next year, 2009, when the Yankees won it and they were back in Philly, Joe Torre took him out of the clubhouse.
Wow.
They were like banned cheesesteaks
Cheesesteaks.
in the Philly, knowing what it does to these players.
What I will share is when I worked for a New York-based company, they constantly would come to Philly. And they're like, all right, Mike, you got it. What's your best cheesesteak? Like, to the point where, like, I started telling them where it was, and they're like, all right, come with me. And I was like, dude, I don't eat them.
No.
Like, cause it just tears your body up.
Yeah. Oh, it destroys you.
Yeah, and you can't share one. That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
Yeah.
you got to eat the whole thing, and it's just they're delicious. But jeez,
Sharing cheese sticks.
Sharon is
What
Karen,
kind
bro.
of world do we live in?
Sharon is Karen.
Oh my God. Let's take a quick break, guys. We'll be back. Fox Sports The Gambler. It's Divide Live.
Mm. What do we normally do? That was 18.
We normally do 20.
And did you just reset it completely?
I did only because
it is 20.
Yeah, it's 12. That's why I
Oh,
was
good
looking,
job.
at the TV. So I
Oh,
just,
you started it late.
Yeah,
Good job.
I
was
did.
confused. I was
I
like, I
did.
felt like we went longer than.
No, we got to talking for like a minute or two, and I was like, oh
Mhm.
shit. What are we hitting up next, man?
I don't know.
It's like I want to talk about the Olympics, but what's the deal with this boxer? I thought it was like a dude.
What boxer? And did Canada cheat? Did I see that correctly?
Yeah, the coach got, but that was last week.
Mm.
It was a drone situation.
Mm. Everybody else could see how we prep. It's really on the fly, boys. Did you see the most expensive dogs? Did we talk about that?
The most expensive dogs? No.
Yeah, I sent you most expensive hot dogs. Also, I talked about Kenny.
Oh, the hot dogs. Yes, I did.
Yeah,
see
the
that.
coolest bro in a TV show.
Kenny Powers.
Yeah.
All right, this is Twitter. Says
Did you see the Patrick Mahomes and the Raiders with the Kermit the
yeah,
frog dog?
stupid shit.
I love the one of one Harambe bat knob.
Oh, yeah, that's it. What?
Yeah, that was Bryce Harper's bat knob. R.I.P. Harambe.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't that great? Yeah, price of a hot dog. Oakland has the most expensive hot dog at $8.39. The cheapest one is in Toronto. So Oakland not only gives you a lousy fan experience, a lousy team, but they're going to try to charge you $8.39 to eat a dog.
Dude, I can't believe that.
Yo, I don't care what's on that dog. Like, that's not good. And look, everybody in that area, whether it's LA Angels, San Diego Padres, Dodgers, all around $8. Yankees are $6.29. Not bad, not bad.
They're yeah, I have here. Well, you sent me the Yankees are $3.
Okay. I don't know. I went to the boardroom. This one.
This is whatever you just sent me on game day.
Yeah, this has a whole different. So there's two different versions. The game day by MLB says that the Padres are the most expensive. Yeah, the Yankees are $3. It must be like some kind of kid hot dog or something. I don't know.
It just says cheapest dog.
Mm-hmm.
I
I don't
see
know.
the
You
Yankees
can't.
being
These
super
streets ain't.
fucking
Streets
cheap.
aren't loyal. James McCann. It's James McMahon, bro. Did you see that? Hit in the face and like.
Just stuffing stuff up
And
his
then people are
nose.
like, yeah, people are like, oh, they're taking him out of the game. Nope, just changed his jersey and got him back out there. And he caught after that, just
like
nuts.
it's hockey.
Yeah, that's sick. I've never even seen that much blood, minus that dude that got murdered on the ice. Speaking of dogs, did you see the Oscar Mayer Wiener car flipped upside down?
With the hot dog.
Have you watched? It could be anybody.
Yeah.
From
It
my
could be
country.
any one of us.
It's funny how much art imitates life, right? Or vice versa.
Dude.
Life imitates art. Like, it's out of hand.
It's
so out of
just
hand.
so goddamn funny.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready when you are. Just tell me, buddy. It's getting dark, Any day now. Start exactly at 10 o'clock.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You're listening to The Divide right here on The Gambler.
And we're back. Divide Live, Fox Sports, The Gambler. A lot going on.
I thought you were going to be like, make sure you follow us on your socials.
I'm trying to switch it up because you made fun of me last time. But honestly, guys, make sure you check us out on our socials. Divide Live on Instagram, Twitter, or X. Check us out on YouTube Live. Check out the Give Us a Shot Network. Give Us a Shot .network. Jesus. Check out any fashion sense, and want to get some T-shirts, get some stuff, some apparel, as the kids call it. Feel free. Have you been watching the Olympics
No.
at all?
I've been trying. I've honestly been trying. And then, I'm also, really dumb of me, and I don't know why I do this. So they put it on in the office at iHeart sometimes, and I'm like, hey, is this live? And they're like, it's live to you. Why do you care? I was like, yeah, that's fair.
I hate that response.
Yeah, but, I watched soccer. I watched LeBron just tear it up on the court.
Yeah.
So I've watched some, but not enough.
I want to go back to that response.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that person. Who said that?
I'm not going to
Tell me who said that right now. See, here's the thing. Yeah, okay, it might be live to me, but if it's something that already happened and I'm not that interested, I'm just going to Google the results to turn on something live.
Yeah, that's
dude.
what I'm saying.
I want to watch something that's happening
the moment.
now.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch something. If I want to watch a rerun, I'll turn on a TV show or a movie, dude. I don't want to watch a sporting event that already happened.
I did see the swimmers took to the water today, and it looked exactly how I described it. A used toilet bowl out of a gas station.
In the triathlon?
Yeah, there's no way some of those dudes aren't coming back with some serious
We're going to
diseases.
find out, man.
That's
a lot
disgusting.
of people are just straight up trashing
Paris.
these Paris Olympic Games. I don't know. I don't want to get political because I don't even know what it is. There's a whole bunch of people posting on Facebook that apparently they mock some sort of religion in the opening ceremony.
I don't know.
Someone all these
trying to not get into
basically
that.
all these boomers are like, I'm protesting because they mocked my religion. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I can't imagine it's the Olympics. What bad thing could they have done?
Yeah, it's not
piss everybody off.
Yeah, exactly, and it's not our country that decides.
And that's the thing too. Everybody's like, for some reason, thinks the United States is in charge of the Olympic Committee. It's wild.
It's because we think we're in charge of the world.
Kind of, yeah. But I'm just like, oh my god.
Did you see the way they plan on ending the Olympics?
No.
Tom Cruise.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes.
Tom Cruise from Tropic Thunder, Tom Cruise?
No.
Or just Tom Cruise?
Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise.
What is he going to do?
I don't know. He's going to get shot out of a cannon and then land in Hollywood somewhere.
Because the next games are in LA.
Yeah. So you're going to see him going up a tower and jumping off, and then he lands and or getting into a plane. And then they already pre-recorded him jumping out of the plane and landing in Hollywood.
The opening and closing ceremony of the Olympics are like the all-star games in every professional sport. Nobody cares. The good stuff is over. You got to see your athletes, or for us in America, you got to see everybody care about things they don't care about for another 4 years.
Yeah.
Swimming, gymnastics, nobody cares about that stuff until it's basketball. We'll watch, however, every single year. Golf was on today.
I will say my daughter follows Simone Biles throughout everything, so she'll watch old Olympics of her, but she's also playing the sport. So it's and she did her famous female report on.
Yeah, I think if you're playing or participating in a specific event, but the average person out at a bar that's cheering on, Katie Ledecky or whatever her name is.
You play volleyball and you coach it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you watched all the volleyball, especially women's volleyball.
Wow, take it easy, buddy. I watched for the sport.
Did you see the camera guy? Is that real?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I have no idea if it's
they
real.
show.
I can't. I'm not the gatekeeper to the internet, bro. I don't know if it's real or not. I wasn't there. I'm not the cameraman.
All right.
Don't accuse me of being the cameraman.
Because I feel like for women's rights and stuff, I felt like that cameraman was worse than any other thing I saw.
I mean, everybody's free to choose their own athletic attire in these games as long as it's whatever. But I do find
their own 4K camera.
I do just find it a little weird that some of these volleyball players. It's not the United States. Is I've watched them.
ESPN the Ocho's like gonna be like, let's go to the Cheeks.
So seriously, man. Some of how is that even comfortable? I'm not even trying to be weird, but you got your bottoms up your butt. Trying to play in the sand? Come on.
A lot of women do that on the beach now too, though.
Yeah, if you're sunbathing for tan lines, you're not dragging your butt
randomly
across the sand.
dude, I've been on the beach a lot more this year because I don't have to work.
Wow, humble
retail.
So this guy's been at the beach.
Yeah, like twice. And I hated every moment of it. Freaking, I don't know, man. I hate the beach. Don't get me started. You go in the water, then you get in the sand. Congrats, you just filleted your feet. It's like chicken parm. That's how you make chicken parm. You put in the egg, then the bread, and then oil. And the oil's the suntan, and then you get burned. I'm like, great. I just breaded my own feet. Damn, it's the worst idea ever. A pool, that's cool. High-end pool where I could swim up, get a drink, even cooler. The beach is trash. Literally trash, especially in Jersey because we don't clean it. We have 7-year-old kids come out and say, it's our Girl Scouts clean our beach once a year. And it's messed up. That's child labor. Screw the beach.
I will say, I don't understand. I first of all, I strongly disagree.
I know you do.
Thoroughly enjoy the beach. But I don't, to your credit, I don't understand the infatuation with the popular Jersey beaches. I'm not going to say the entire Jersey Shore because there are definitely some hidden gems that aren't as crowded that you don't see on TV that are fantastic beaches to be at. But I don't understand when people you have this, especially in where we live, you can choose to go to, I'm not lying here, at least 40 different beaches.
Yeah.
And it's where'd you go? Oh, we went to Point and sat at Jenks. What? Or we went to Seaside and sat here. Why? Even Asbury. Go to a better beach than the one that everybody else goes to. I don't understand the infatuation with that, but that's just me.
What I like, and we experienced it in the fall in Canada, is standing on a rock and watching the waves crash in, but it's 40 degrees to 60 degrees out. God. I love that. I think that's the coolest thing you could ever do.
Only you would say that you love the beach.
When it's cold.
When it's less than
it's so much cooler.
Degrees.
So much cooler.
It is cooler in temperature.
Literally.
Right, buddy.
That's
Cooler. Awesome. Speaking of the beach, so I've watched a little bit of Olympics myself. I have watched volleyball. I watched some field hockey. I watched a little bit of basketball. I watched some archery. That's wild. Archery is insane. The shooting, okay, whatever. You
see the one dude that didn't
the Turkish
use
guy?
he just straight pistol.
They asked him. They were like, you didn't use any stuff. He said, I'm a natural shooter, which is just a cold-blooded quotes.
I'm going to start saying that because a lot of people on the golf course mock me because I don't wear a glove. I'm just be like, I'm a natural. I raw dog it.
Jesus Christ. I watched surfing. Incredibly boring.
Yeah.
Because you expect them to go out and catch every wave.
No, it's like soccer. You got to wait for the goal.
Dude, I swear to God. They're like, oh, here comes a good wave. He didn't take it.
Where do you think the term waiting came from?
No, I get it, but I'm just saying.
No, that's not true.
Olympics. You mean waiting in the water?
Waiting.
Yeah. Apparently there was a surfing judge that's in some hot water that got removed because a picture surfaced on social media of him posing with 2 Australian Olympic surfers.
Oh, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
Can't do that.
And just because you're all from Australia doesn't mean you can post a picture because you're a judge, mate.
So I can't swim, but I saw that meme where it was the easiest job in the world is a lifeguard at the Olympics. Sign me up for that. I want to be that guy. Sorry, Phelps gets a cramp. I'm like, sorry, dude, you're dead.
There's at least
figure it out, Aquaman.
8 other people that are better swimmer than the lifeguard that can help out.
Oh, facts.
It's just too much. Why can't the Olympics be 2 months long and spread out the events? This week is field hockey. No. This week is this, and just rotate people in and out of the Olympic Village. Why does that have to be all at once, guys?
Also, why aren't there more local talents that you hear about?
What do you mean?
Is there anybody from Jersey that's in the Olympics, and why aren't we
Yes,
celebrating that?
There is.
Well, then shame on us for not celebrating it.
I don't know their names. I think the gymnast was from Jersey.
It's not the shooter.
It's not the no, it's not the shooter guy. I understand why the Olympics travels.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, a lot of these cities make a good amount of money off of these games, tourism and whatnot. But also, there's been some problems in Paris for the people that don't want all the tourists, and they'll do stupid things like try to cause chaos and shut down trains and all that other stuff. Which leads me to ask, if the people that live in these places don't want the games to come, a lot of times in these poorer cities, the Olympic Games come, they set up, and everything gets abandoned anyway.
There. Yeah, it's bad.
Like, why not just find some land somewhere, build these complexes that you use every 4 years?
I agree with
There's
that.
no home field advantage. There's
We
no
all go to
people could just
Athens.
travel there.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, it doesn't have to be Greece, but like, why find some real estate, man? Put it to good use. That's like the legit. I know Paris' whole thing is like going green and trying to be good for the environment. You're building these huge structures.
Oh, it looks
for
weird
3
too.
weeks of people to compete in, and then that's it. And then you're ghosting. That's not going green.
No.
If you were to legit build a compound that you can maintain and keep up with, and you can charge people to come, and honestly, other teams can play in the, you know what I mean? Like, you can be like, oh, come play in the Olympic Village, and you can maintain it and use it for years and years and years. That's, to me, that's green.
I will say it was cool, like standing on top of the Eiffel Tower a month before the Olympics, trying to figure out what structures were going to be what, and then Googling it. Like, it made the Eiffel Tower experience, like, all those even more fun.
I believe it.
So we're like, oh, that's where volleyball will be. That's where this will be.
Yeah, volleyball's
you
got
know?
a prime location.
Yeah,
right in front of the Eiffel
right in
Tower.
front of it.
But
yeah.
like the turf fields where they're playing like rugby and field hockey and stuff is like all the way on the outskirts of the city.
It's not Paris.
No.
Like, I agree. And like, there was a lot of, we were watching BBC on the TV, and they were complaining about a lot of that going on.
But you get that in every Olympic village. Like, even when it was in Spain, you know, like it's literally close to the outskirts of Barcelona, like where their whole thing was. Like, it's just that they're not. You go to these compact cities. You guys really think you're gonna field everything in LA?
Dude, I'd love to spread it out. Like, so soccer's known in England. It's known in Germany. Like, pick them to do the soccer, right? Pick us to do basketball.
Saying in your perfect
or China
Olympic,
to do basketball.
In your perfect Olympic situation,
be global.
It would be you're competing for a medal in a place that either like the sport is big or invented the sport or what. Like, they'd go to Ireland to play golf.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland.
Scotland.
Any of them.
Scotland.
Yeah, any country that's obviously trying to connect with the sport even more, right? So like, I'd give America a nod once in a while for soccer, because we are trying, you know, like it's not like we're not building arenas for soccer teams, right? So eventually it would be here and it'd be cool. But like, to just invest in one country, and the country still take the money. So it just goes to show how individual greed could offset what's great for the big picture. Because like you said, these Olympic arenas end up becoming, you know, just rundown facilities.
Man, they just awful.
And it's funny that the beds are made out of cardboard, but like, why not the arena? You know, like, why not? Just make it all recyclable.
Don't worry, every single mattress that you would normally sleep on can be recycled, but this huge structure that we set up in front of the Eiffel Tower, we're not going to recycle any of that. I mean, they're definitely not going to leave it there, but
help me, Tom Cruise.
Help me, Tom Cruise. We got to take a quick break, guys. When we come back, we're going to talk about the important issues here, like hot dog prices. If you're getting out of control, stupid inflation. Hang with us. We'll be right back. Divide Live on Fox Sports The Gambler. It's a good Olympic rant.
You want to talk about Dr. Doom?
Oh, yeah. We can do that.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready, man. Let's just do it.
You're listening to The Divide, right here on The Gambler.
And we're back. Fox Sports The Gambler. A lot happened in pulp culture. Pope culture.
Brought to you by Orange Juice.
Pop culture this week. First of all, the Deadpool movie came out last week.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
by far the best movie. Thank God Peyton was.
No spoilers. We're not
producer.
going to give you any spoilers. We understand some people have lives and it's hard to go see it. Some people weren't nerds and saw it in like the first 2 days, like Mike and I. However, goddamn.
Yeah.
Now,
Great.
having said all that, it was very entertaining.
Yes.
The plot was kind of like if you dissect it, we don't want to say anything. We're not going to try to ruin it, but like because there's always that build up, and you get that like
Yeah, but
I feel like we never got that.
I get that, but like I hate some of the Avenger movies where they're just like it's day at the office. Like, oh, it's today, office day, and they're like sitting around the office, like just plotting. There was none of that. It was total nonstop action.
No, it was great. It was
there's
hysterical.
so many Easter eggs.
Yeah.
That you could watch that 3 or 4 more times. It reminds me of Van Wilder, Old School, the movie, where it's rewatchable. Like
Yeah.
you could definitely
Absolutely.
put that on at
Well,
any
especially
time.
because there were so many jokes
And the
it's like, I
music.
feel like you just you
Mu-
missed a few. But
Yeah, the music were bangers. It was really, a good. It wasn't Deadpool joining Disney. It was Deadpool and the Fox family saying goodbye to the world.
Mhm.
So it was pretty cool. I really thought it was very, very thoughtful.
Yeah, no, it was
And touching.
Ryan and Sean Levy
Killed it.
They did a great job. Now,
Mhm.
the very next day was Comic-Con in San Diego, where
Yeah.
Marvel always releases its big projects and these sneak peeks. Like they gave a sneak peek of the new Captain America movie. The Fantastic Four got a little preview, along with who will be playing Doctor Doom. And these nerds, I'd say half of them went crazy. The other half hated it because apparently Robert Downey Jr. has been brought back to play Doctor Doom. Now, I think I know your take. You think it's stupid.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Why? What do you think?
I don't know. Your face is telling me that you think it's stupid.
Oh,
Your
no,
face
that's
is
just
stupid.
you. I'm just looking at you. I'm like, man, is that a stupid person? I don't think it's stupid. I just think that. Go ahead.
It's not stupid until it's proven stupid, right? We live in a free society here. This is a due process. I think you have the Russo brothers back. They did all the Avenger movies and whatnot. I think with Marvel, it's never what it seems to be in the first place.
Right.
So before everybody loses their minds, there is a storyline
Two of them.
where Doctor Doom and Iron Man switch bodies. So there's that. There's just a lot of things they can do. There's a lot of in the Marvel universe. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? I'm having a stroke.
Don't die.
There's a lot in the Marvel universe where characters like Iron Man and Doctor Doom kind of meet up. So there's a million things they can do with it. Plus, one of the coolest parts about where the Marvel universe is right now is like time does not matter.
No.
These characters, and it's just like the comic books. In these comic books, characters would die in the very next issue. They'd be back.
Yeah.
You know, like
that with like Loki and the Infinity Stones that were
Right.
just chilling in the office, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And they're like, "Yeah, they're pointless. They don't really mean anything.
yeah, exactly.
They mean everything to your universe. It means
So
nothing.
there's
here.
a lot of people that are sounded off that absolutely hate the whole what are they going Downey Jr. like whatever, and it's funny. My one buddy I texted the news to, and he's like I hate it, and he also saw Deadpool and Wolverine, and he's like I just don't understand. He's supposed to be dead. I'm like you literally watched a movie where
they
one of the
brought
main
back
characters
as
is
the
back
same
from the dead.
person. Yeah.
And he's just like, "You, but no, I don't like it." You're just like, "Come on."
And they
man.
explain like how the character you saw die
Yes,
was still dead.
Exactly.
So,
exactly, and that's
yeah.
gonna happen probably a million more times until they stop making money, which will be never, never, man. Just be happy. I like Robert Downey Jr. Man, he can. I'd watch him pee in
Dude,
a house.
yeah, I thought that was out of all the actors that they could have canned, like losing him, and then like an hour, like 10 minutes later, like you get Captain America as an old man. I was like, yo, you just took out
Two of the heavy hitters.
MJ and LeBron in the same breath.
But that was their story arc. They just, when actors take on these roles, like they're very protective on how it ends up if they have a say to it. So they both were like, this is the conclusion. It's a good time to walk away.
Yeah, but much like Captain America, you have to keep the hero going. And like, so Iron Man, Iron Lady, whatever you want to bring back, like you got to give me somebody. I need a man in a robot suit ASAP.
I need someone iron, please.
Yeah. So, and it's kind of cool because like, so if you're saying they go with the theory that they switched bodies, then you could get a new Iron Man with a German accent or Victor Von Doom. So Von
I think that
could be French.
I think that Downey Jr. is playing Doom for part of whatever project he is. I think there's somebody else cast that's really going to be the Doom that we're waiting.
All these nerds are ready. So you see the green.
Yeah.
And then did you notice what the Secret Wars? Did you notice the colors?
It's green.
It's red and yellow.
Oh, is it really?
And what is red and yellow?
It's Iron Man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Or ketchup and mustard.
That too. Shout out to
Going back to Heinz. Yeah, man. I don't know. Nothing is ever what it seems with the whole Marvel thing. Let's get into hot dogs. If you guys probably
wieners.
Hot dogs. Now, we have conflicting reports here, but we do have two reports of the most expensive and least expensive hot dogs in stadiums across Major League Baseball. Now, according to Boardroom, the most expensive hot dog is the Oakland A's at $8.39. This is a regular size hot dog, guys. This isn't anything crazy. This isn't like a foot long or like something stuffed with something. This is just a normal hot dog. Average price seems to be somewhere between $6 and $7 for the bulk of the bell curve here. But all the way at the top, $8.39. Could you imagine being an Oakland A's fan and having to pay close to $9 for a hot
more
dog?
than you're paying for your ticket.
Exactly. Towards the bottom, you got the Blue Jays, which doesn't count because they're in Canada, so you're losing the loony or the toonie on that one with $2.55. I don't even know if that's Canadian
Probably
or
like
American.
Canadian hot
Probably
dog
is
too.
Canadian. Oh,
Like,
God.
as bad as their bacon is. Would you like
Terrible.
Canadian bacon? Like, no, nobody wants that. Do you want pork roll? Absolutely.
Double it. But $2.55. If you're paying less than $3, I mean, come on,
$3 Chuck.
That's amazing. Yankees are somewhere in the middle, about 6.25. Mets are somewhere in the middle, about a little more than 7. And
Phillies.
you Phillies, at least for the Boardroom, are $5. Someone listening can 100%
Right.
shoot us a message.
Should have had Philly captain on.
confirm or deny. But then, go ahead, Mike.
No, what I will share is if you have a child and you go to the kiddie area of the Philadelphia park, you could get a $2 dog at any time. At least you could last year. I haven't been there this year.
Man, this is what angers me is like
You gotta know the life hacks.
not even that. Like if you're selling it for $2 and it's the normal size hot dog, like just sell them across the board.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Now the dogs they sell for the grown-ups are footlongs, I think, or at
Oh,
least
okay.
longer. These are the I guess
the
6
normal.
Yeah. Could be guessing.
Let's move on. Now, Game Day MLB reported the most expensive and least expensive hot dogs, and they have the Texas Rangers. I'm sorry, no, the San Diego Padres as having the most expensive hot dog, and the
$7.75.
Oakland A's aren't even on this list, which is outrageous. So I don't understand the contrast here. You have close over $8 for a hot dog, and now they're not even on this
They
list.
don't identify the Oakland A's as a Major League Baseball team.
But then you got the Yankees at number 2 for least expensive at $3. I was just at Yankee Stadium 2 weeks ago. I did not see a hot dog for $3 anywhere in that place.
We got that one time, that teacher deal, where we literally got
A free hot dog.
a hot
Well, it
dog
wasn't
and
free.
like a 12-ounce beer,
Yeah.
which I thought was weird.
It was
like,
weird.
Because you're like, oh, cool, I'll get a free beer. It's like, yeah, I'll have that. They're like, no. Here's a can from a cooler that
Like
we
a
got
pup
outside.
cup.
It was.
Like
It was
a
like
pup cup full of beer.
It would be like the beer that somebody offers you at a tailgate and you only drink it because it's the only option. That was that beer.
It's like when you go to the dentist and they give you that little cup to rinse your mouth out with. That's there.
That was that beer.
Thanks for
Like,
being a teacher. Here's your beer.
Enjoy the taste.
You don't want to drink too much. You educate children. Here's your beer.
It's non-alcoholic.
Hey, you want to know duels? You got to know duels right here. I
Heineken
swear,
Zero.
man. They're doing another teacher night, the Yankees are. It's got an email for that sometime in September. It's
Oh,
like,
joy.
Hey, remember the first 3 days you're back at school? Hey, why don't you come to Yankee Stadium? We're doing like, you kidding me? School started, bro. Get out of here. It's so, I hate that, man. They do teacher appreciation. They're doing like spring around Teacher Appreciation Week, and now they're doing it in the, like, dude, do something in the summer.
We're doing something fun. We got a bunch of stuff still scheduled for the summer that we're going to be announcing hopefully by next week. But I can announce this Friday the 13th. Mets Phillies, and if you could be with me, that'd be cool because I know you missed last year.
Yeah.
But all 104.5, Fox Sports The Gambler, and The Divide and Friends will be at Xfinity Live that Friday the 13th. Mets Phillies. We're already coming up with great ideas with the team over at cut.com,
That's the 13th of September,
kutt.com.
right?
Yeah. Do you remember the 13th of September? No, just kidding. So Friday the 13th, which is sick. So I was thinking about bringing the Mr. Met mascot with us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with some Jason music. It's going to be epic.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be
It's gonna
fun.
be a good game.
I'm
too.
scared, though, now because, like, the Phillies have that hostile fan. Yankees have some hostile fans. You saw them.
Yeah.
One lady grabbed a man's private parts. The other one got knocked out.
Yeah.
It's just been crazy around the Yankees and Phillies
Wild,
right now.
man.
Um,
It's been wild, but I will also say that might actually mean something. Everybody might be on their best behavior because
Let's hope.
they might have
Let's
a
hope
game
and
that
pray.
really means a lot. All right, guys. Tune in next week. We'll probably have more dumb stuff to talk about. Hopefully, stay well. This is Divide Live on Fox Sports The Gambler.
Oh, who cares?
Oh, don't say nothing. I can't find the mouse. I said, don't say it.